You're watching GrassRoots Community TV, Channel 12, Aspen, leaders in the riff-raff movement since 1971.
Happened in Sun Valley not too long ago when I caught an inside edge in all that powdered snow. As I left old Baldy and went screaming through the trees, I wondered just what things I'd break beside my metal skis.
Säkkijärven polka, se polka on vain muuta sellainen, että tielläsi johtoi muistoja, on sointona Karjala kaunoissa. Säkkijärven polka. Olen tässä maailmassa, vaikka vartani mattalla. Eikä hilojani murheeksi, mutta voi tämä maailmaa kattalla. En luotu ole itkemään, eikä oota keitä kitkemään. Hurra, hurra, hoi, minun laulani soi noilla maailmanmarkkinoilla. Hurra, hurra, hoi, minun laulani soi noilla näitä markkinoita maailmassa matkailla olen vuosia monia. Enkä riiaamatta ole jättänyt näitä totteja sommia. Mutta meni jätä mammallen, sitä tuonut mä vielä en. Hurra, hurra, hoi, minun lauluni soi noilla maailmanmarkkinoilla. Hurra, hurra, hoi, minun lauluni soi noilla jo pienestä pojasta olen iskännyt minä kortilla nakkia. Vaikka pappa ja mammani toivoivat tästä pojasta pappia. Sitä mammani suri hei, kun pappia tullut ei. Hurra, hurra, hoi, minun lauluni soi noilla maailmanmarkkinoilla. Hurra, hurra, hoi, minun lauluni soi noilla maailmanmarkkinoilla.
All kinds of skiing. What's that shoulder there? The spike. It's kind of going. That's major. You can slide over. Major spike. You can slide over. I don't want to block the viewing public. Oh, I see. This is Switzerland in the 30s. It's not California. It's not California. It's Switzerland. Hard to tell. I'm not sure. North Carolina. I'm not sure. I don't think it's North Carolina either. I think it's like the country of Switzerland. And this is a film by Freddie Pirren. Actually, Freddie Pirren appears in it. I'm not sure it's by him. I don't know. I really
Appearance by Freddie Pirren.
Yes, and it was an instructional film, and we're kind of at the tail end of it. They started off with calisthenics, and then how to put your skis on, and then
how to jump off cliffs,
and then how to climb up the hill, how to herringbone, how to sidestep, how to snowplow, do snowplow turns, then do stem turns, then do a Christie, and actually get to a point. And we saw this earlier, right at the beginning of the show. We saw some very advanced modern ski turns where they're actually leading with their inside skis. They were turning with their inside skis, like very modern ski technique, and this is back in the 30s. So
is this a Swiss film?
It's a Swiss film, and this is the 30s. These guys were way ahead of everybody, you know. They were doing those big jumps. They were powder skiing, big alpine skiing.
What do you call that? The walk up.
That was a herringbone.
That's a herringbone?
Yeah.
Okay.
notice they're in their shirt sleeves there, or in sweaters, and we'll see a lot of skiing tonight today in sweaters, I think, in lightweight gear. This is obviously springtime in the Alps. These guys are, and that's why it's a little thick, I think. The snow's a little thick for them. Those are big boards, no edges, of course. Oh, and this is really advanced stuff here now. They're doing some cornice jumping,
jump turns off the cornice.
Yeah, Glenda sprung sort of idea.
So they had locked heels.
They did have locked heels, but it seems like they were just evolving out of a telemark turn, which is why they're, I think they're leading with their inside ski, because that's what a telemark is, right?
They're used to leading with their uphill.
With their downhill ski. They're leading with their downhill ski, which we don't. It took us, 70 years to get back around to that, to where we're now, once again, leading with our.
It took you 70 years.
Well, it took alpine skiing. That was, I don't know if it has a name. It was, and I can't remember where I got it.
Off the shelf?
Off the shelf here at GrassRoots, yeah. But before that, it was, I'm lost. Got it in the mail, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. At a movie.
With blank tape.
Oh, really?
No title. Just
that
gift,
happens often.
A gift from a friend in the post office.
Freddie Pierin appearance.
So Freddie Pierin, who is a Swiss ski god of the 30s. Yeah.
I'm obviously mocking him for no reason, other than that his name sounds like appearance. What do we have next?
Okay. This is the Ski Bum Theater Media Moguls show.
That's right.
Which, I don't know, we just thought that up like about 5 minutes ago.
I think I thought it up.
Yeah, actually, you thought it up, and your name is? You are?
I'm Major F.N. Issues.
F.N. Issues. Our next film, let's see, we're going to do some more.
That's nice.
Now we're in we're underwater. This is our new Jacques Cousteau underwater sound labs, and that's why we're coming through so clearly now.
Check out the little purple one when it comes in. He's hanging out in the back there. He's coming over. See, he's over there.
This one?
No, he's back there.
Where?
Behind. He's off screen.
What's that guy? That's a clownfish.
Oh, yeah.
That is a clownfish.
That's like the movie.
Yeah. So this is Ski Bum Theater, believe it or not.
Welcome back.
And tonight's show, if you don't get us the first time, you can get us on the backside. So our next piece, since we'd started off with Freddie Pierin in the 1930s in Switzerland, we're going to go to a Wolfgang Lurt film. Wolfie lives in Telluride, and he's 86 years old now. And
still skiing.
I think so. I don't really know. I haven't heard from Wolfie in quite a while, so I don't really know.
If he's out there, maybe Wolfie could call us.
That'd be good. But he had been living in Telluride, and this was his 80th birthday video that we're going to see. And Wolfie was one of the very early ski filmmakers, and in Switzerland actually in the 30s, about the same time as that Freddie Pierin film. So the beginning of this film from Wolfgang Lurt this is all footage he shot, or he and his brother shot, and we start in Switzerland, and we go to Mount Rainier, then to Yosemite, all in the 30s. So let's take a look at that if we can.
That's a long way.
If we're ready. Yeah, he moved, and Freddie narrates it. Wolfie narrates it.
The place is Switzerland. The year is 1930. My younger brother and I are going to Arosa to attend a ski course. Our equipment consisted of edgeless ash skis. This was before the advent of steel edges, hazelnut ski poles, and Huitfeld bindings with toe irons and leather straps with toggle tighteners. With this equipment, we could climb easily and ski downhill quite adequately. We learned the basic Arlberg turns, stem turn and stem Christie like this. Also the telemark.
Yeah, so...
and the open.
You just mentioned the leaning forward, and Wolfie mentions this later on in this film, and actually it is...
after several days of instruction...
who's the teacher? Somebody...
Hannah
Shore.
Stay with us.
Hannah Shore. Was it Hannah Shore? Yes, it was Hannah Shore, who was a German... Gosh, I think he was German. He might have been... No, he was a Swiss ski champ who was one of the first... in the early days of skiing in the United States, in the 30s, you had to have a European ski champ to be the head of your ski school. So Hannah Shore came to the United States and taught people in different places. Keep going. And now we're in America. This is from way up. No, this is
we have moved on to the United States.
This is way up in on Mount Rainier.
That's up on the mountain looking down.
Look, this is Mount Rainier looking up at the North Cascades.
Just a big 360-degree pan.
Yep.
Schussing down a big open Mount Rainier slope is a group headed by my friend Darrell Crooks, later a member of the U.S. ski team at the 1936 Winter Olympics. But in 1933 we were still skiing in the boxline crowds.
Sometimes I want to take you down. Sometimes I want to get you low. Brush your hair back from your eyes. I take you down, let the river flow. Sometimes I'm gonna walk the street behind the green sheet of glass. A million miles below that beat. A million miles, a million miles. I'll be with you now, like being alone. Hey, 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 like being stoned. I'll be with you now, like being alone. Hey, 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 like being stoned. A million pop is gonna make me sleep. But just one rose, it knows your name. The fruit is rusting on the vine. The fruit is calling from the trees. Hey, don't you wanna go down? Like some
Read about that snowball fight.
Okay, so that was a snowball fight between Hannah Shore and Count von Schofsquarch.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Schofsquarch. God, I can't remember. Okay.
Sculpt.
Anyway, there he is. That was
How do
the
you
Count
spell
there,
that?
and he's the guy who discovered Sun Valley. Of course, it worked for the Union Pacific,
There's
and
a Count?
yes, Count von Schofsquarch. It's a tough one. Of course, it rolls right off of Wolfie's tongue there, but I can't do it. So Hannes
discovered
and the
Sun
Count are teaching. Actually, Hannes taught Wolfie how to ski, and Wolfie taught the Count how to ski. So that, this is some real skiing royalty here in this movie. This is up at Badger Pass.
You'd be able to see him if you just leaned a little to your right in your chair there.
This is up at Badger Pass. Now here's Hannes.
Look at that form.
Here's Hannes with again very modern Swiss style in the 30s. And look how he's driving that inside ski as he's turning. He's turning, moving his weight under that inside ski very quickly. And there's Wolfie.
Skiing had become more popular. the general population still didn't understand what it was all about. If I told people I skied, they said, "How high do you jump?" So during the winter of 1936-37, I decided to shoot a little film on Mount Baldy, about 50 miles from Los Angeles, to show what alpine skiing was
why
like.
he can't hear us.
But I think you want to be able to hear the.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, that's okay because he's introducing the next part of the film, which is we've seen part of it, which was them on Mount Baldy,
Right.
with the ski chase.
That's right.
On Mount Baldy.
That's right.
So someday we'll show that whole bit about building their ski club and everything on Mount Baldy in Southern California.
But not today.
But not today.
When do you anticipate that being?
I
So that
don't.
we
I
might
don't
tell people.
I don't know.
now
I
that
don't
we've
know.
told
What
them.
I'd love to do is find Wolfie and get him in here. You know,
Yeah.
because we're still looking for our first real guest.
Well, we had two guests. We had
Yeah.
the chick from the radio and Ken
Right, and they were real guests.
Kinnenball.
Kind of guess they weren't famous people though.
No.
You know, and what I'd really like to do, I wish I
anyone
had.
else.
Actually, I wish I had the filmmaker for our
That's-
next
that's
film with us today, and I keep asking Norm to come in, but he's
Norm
at
Clayson?
Yes, and I keep asking Norm to come in, but he's busy guy.
Look at that.
And
That's Norm Clayson's busyness.
this kind of leads us. Actually, this what we're watching here on the big screen, leads us into the next film, which is pretty psychedelic. It was made by Fat City Films. Fat City, of course, being the alter ego of Aspen.
Whoa,
in
there
the-
we go.
in
We're
the
in
70s.
it. We're in it. Oh,
And
we're out of it.
Fat City really made psychedelic films, psychedelic ski films. They really captured early 70s skiing better than anyone. And I think really this film is one of my favorites, if not my favorite ski film. It's called Someday, and it was made for Demetre ski
Someday.
sweaters, which is why I'm wearing a ski sweater. This is not a Demetre,
that's a
of course.
nifty
It's the
ski sweater,
this
by
is
the way.
like an Eddie Bauer or something like that.
Biff.
Yeah, the 70s though was the height of the ski sweater, and it's something it will come back, folks. The ski
sweater-
sweater will come back.
It already has.
And
You're a testament to that.
and the films, this film, they're going heli-skiing, early heli-skiing, about 1975, with Colorado, Canadian mountain holidays in the Bugaboos.
Nemo.
And
I like the purple one. See, over there.
and
Bugaboos. Greatest mountain name range.
right. And
Mountain range name.
and this is a beautiful film and very spiritual film, I think, about the spirit of skiing, especially if you're just wearing a sweater. So
Is that a cue?
let's watch Let's watch Someday instead of I don't know what the story is.
Ski
with-
Bum Theater, though.
with-
Thanks for
with
watching.
the aquarium. I think we've probably
do you-
done enough
what do you have in
aquarium
there?
for them today. If I had any say in the
What do you have in
rest
there?
of this show.
CFO,
So
UFO.
you- It is the whole film. There's the sponsor. I don't want to get in the way of the sponsor. Film by Paul Ryan, Norm Clayson.
Norm runs the old RMI out there, right?
Well, no, Norm was for a while there the publicity guy for RMI, but he's gone back to photography. He was a professional photographer, and one of the things that's different about this film than any other ski film, is that it was shot by photographers. They were skiers. They were in love with skiing, but
That's important.
Norm was a professional photographer, and that's what he was looking for. He had a photographer's eye for this whole film, and they shot it like it was a still shoot. It's very quiet. It's very soft. Nothing, static frames like that. Let the action come in and out of the frame. Frame a beautiful shot and let it be.
Lead it.
Right. And that's what happens in this film. And
probably makes his editing easier.
Yeah, it could be. And I think Paul Ryan and
just let it run the frame.
We were going over what overcranked, how they do slow-mo in a 16mm film. Of course, they overcrank it, which means that they
make it slower.
There's more film going through the camera, so therefore it is slower when you play it back in real
film speed knob.
So they're shooting this in 72 frames a second, and they're playing it back in 24 frames a second.
Right.
Look at those sweaters, and look at that shot. Is that a great beautiful tracking shot?
Except for
that's like I'm way in the way, but that is a beautiful.
So he's skiing sideways.
Beautiful. This is some of Brad's music. Yeah. They use a great flute, original flute.
Spiritual music.
Yes. For this, but
look at those matched sweaters.
Yeah, look what they do with the
Wasn't
sweaters.
that great footage?
It was.
Through the trees?
That was just some of the most beautiful ski footage ever, still to this day. And this stuff is just all it's so 70s, but so original. It's still timeless filmmaking here. It's God, you can't beat it. And
just some interesting. I think we're live.
Oh, are we?
I'm playing my little ukulele solo.
Yeah, it's really good too. That really adds a lot. It's great. I think we're just taking a step too far here in abusing this film.
It's true. It's your favorite film.
It's my favorite film. It's sort of like
we should give it all the props.
Sort of like graffitiing the cathedral, I think. But all right, whatever. That's what we do
What happened?
nowadays.
Is Fat City
Those
Films still
Thursdays.
around? What's the history?
No more Fat City Films. They just made a handful of films. They were all great. They made Ski Racer, which is, my favorite long format film, and it's only about 40 minutes. Someday, that's the one we'll have Norm come in and talk about.
Ski Racer. I
Ski
saw it on the
Racer.
shelf there.
And then they did One for the Money, which is with Spider Savage, and the first year of the Pro Ski Tour. And see, that's a great one. Great sequence at the end of that with Spider Savage against Tyler Palmer for the championship. It was all shot in Aspen and Vale. True, he was just falling down the mountain. And that's what real skiing is just falling down the mountain. It's a controlled fall down the fall line.
Hurtling
you know you're really skiing when you can feel your center of gravity falling down that fall line, and all you're doing is playing with that sense of gravity. You're playing with gravity pulling your body down the hill, and you're just dancing with that energy, and that's what all these guys are doing.
Look at that. That's some dancing, I'll tell you.
Yep.
Look at
Yahoo! Yeah.
that. I'm going in.
Yeah. No sunglasses, no goggles, just a sweater. Out in the Canadian wilderness.
Obviously, no sunblock either. Look at that shot. The wispy cloud. You always gotta have a wispy cloud.
Helmet shit.
Tell us how you feel.
Helmets.
I saw a mighty good helmet cam once
What
on a motorcycle helmet.
a scam helmets are.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wear a helmet.
Why? You ever hit a tree? You ever hit anything like that?
Not since I bought a helmet.
I don't know. I'm sure it's sort of like you might as well wear a helmet while you're driving a car. Because it's a lot more dangerous
that's my theory.
driving your car. You're probably going to injure your head.
Okay.
It's a lot more likely you're going to injure your head driving your car than you are skiing.
Here's my theory. 5 years from now, maybe 10, we'll all be wearing helmets to everything we do.
Yeah.
You'll just constantly have your helmet, and so you go
Yeah,
skiing, it's not like a big deal.
Yeah, it'll be a law. It'll be Homeland Security. It'll be,
Sure.
As
long as they give them out for free.
You won't be a patriot if you don't have a helmet on.
We'll be camouflaged.
The whole thing's getting out of control. Everybody thinks they got to do. It's like, it's this whole political correctness thing. If you don't wear a helmet, then you're not watching out for yourself. I remember at Mammoth Mountain, before anybody was wearing helmets, there were ski racers, kids, juniors doing downhill, and they were wearing their helmets on the mountain, skiing, with off course. And one of them hit an old guy and killed him because he was wearing a helmet. They had a rule at Mammoth back in the 80s that
couldn't hit old guys.
You could not wear a helmet.
Oh, I thought you were saying
It was against the rules, and you'd have your pass taken if you were wearing a helmet. Okay, so
obviously that's a smart rule.
So you know, in that guy's case, he was killed by a helmet. Okay, so
Was he like hit in the head with the helmet?
I'm just not.
If he was wearing a
I'm
helmet,
just not
though-
buying into the helmet thing.
Wait,
And
how
it's
was he
like-
killed by the helmet?
The kid wearing the helmet slammed into him
Where did he hit him?
in the chest.
Oh, not in the head?
No,
So if he was wearing a helmet, it wouldn't have saved him from
would
the guy wearing a helmet?
not have saved him. It hit him in the chest.
Okay.
Bro, crushed his
Might as well wear chest plates.
crushed his chest.
boy.
Crushed his chest.
That's graphic.
So, I don't know. I just don't buy into all this stuff. And it's, it seems like it would make sense in the trees or something. But if you're going too fast in the trees, you're going too fast in the trees. Don't be doing that.
Right.
Ski in control, and in a manner in which you can always come to a stop. I don't get it. Okay, if you're going to be playing football, in Copper Bowl,
Don't
and
wear-
go
don't wear a helmet.
diving for the football into the trees,
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't know what to tell you.
Didn't that happen?
I think that happens.
Legislator.
Yeah, some fool. It was genetic, I think.
Rant number 2.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that.
What's
Got
next
off
on our
helmets.
ski film?
What is this? This is
show
good.
today?
That was good.
Hey, you're watching Ski Bum
We
Theater.
are watching Ski Bum Theater.
We never got to thank our chair sponsor,
No. Tell us about our chair sponsor.
Reski.
And it's reski.com.
Reski.com. And I think it's Reeski, right? Reski.
That would
It's
be
something like that.
That spells Reski.
Do a Google.
Sure. That's a search engine for you folks that don't have the internet.
That's right.
Our next
I don't
film,
have the- I don't have the
I've got
internet,
the wrong thing. So that was Fat City Films, filmed by Paul Ryan and Norm Clayson, and thanks to them, and
We'll watch Ski Racer
and
sometime
also
soon. Huh?
thanks to Don McKinnon. Don McKinnon gave me that film. He was part of he was the editor actually for Fat City Films before he left town. And thanks to those guys for really being one of the
Founders?
most sensitive ski filmmakers ever.
Oh, right. Poetic,
Poetic, absolutely. Next,
beat
here's another one of my my favorite ski filmmakers was Dick Barrymore.
You're a
And
big Dick Barrymore fan.
Yeah, I am.
Look at his
But
book.
Dick is not was not the artist at all that these other guys were, and
He's a raw footage kind of guy.
he was raw. Yeah, and he's a much more. I'm sorry, the director's on the phone right now, so we're sort of stuck here.
Might as well
stuck
talk about it,
here,
I guess.
So
So anyway, so Dick,
So anyway, Dick's a much more athletic filmmaker. I think he's a lot tougher. He's a lot. There's Brad, the director of this show, having a call.
he's got a big thing happening.
Yeah, he's got a big damn deal tonight for Brad. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
That's an empty. I'd like a. Yeah, thanks.
Here, do you want some of these? Barbara's cheese puffs that we.
So we're going
never
to
got
watch Assignment K2, which was 1975, made in 1975, and we were talking about.
Sounds so good for my nose.
FaceTime.
We were mentioning Spider Savage earlier.
That's right. Whatever
This
happened?
was one of the pair of films that Dick made for K2. The first one was called the Spider and the Frenchman, which was about Spider Savage
And a Frenchman.
and name a Frenchman, French skier.
Pierre Lacroix.
Jean-Claude Killy.
Keely.
And it was a film about the two of them, and they were the two top pro ski racers, really the two great ski racers in the world at the time. And it was just when the pro ski circuit started, and it was
Better than Clommer?
well, Clommer would have been an amateur, I believe. I got my
Younger-
timing right.
younger than them?
Younger than they are.
Okay.
Yes.
I got to ski with Clommer.
So let's see. So,
Where are we?
So yeah, Assignment K2 was the second one.
Oh,
Dick did. We can go ahead and start this, and actually we can talk about the film.
Oh, heads up.
As we go along. And actually, about the time this was, well, just before this film was made, Spider died, and
What happened there?
and well, let's keep the audio up.
Rocky
Sorry.
Mountain
That's right.
Freestyle Champion.
Let's watch the film.
Stanley Larson, French national aerial champion, Swiss national freestyle champion. Wayne Wong, hot dogger of the year, national freestyle combined champion. Jim Stelling, Eastern freestyle champion and team manager, K2 freestyle competition team. Good morning, K2 team. Your assignment, should you choose to accept it, is to put the new line of K2 skis through rigorous performance tests.
Totally scrapple.
You will accept only uncompromising excellence from these new skis. Yours will be a demanding assignment.
like fantastic.
You will ski long and hard and encounter strenuous travel, jet-set
You know how
women,
we're always looking
breakable
for what's
crust,
the plot of a
big
ski film?
moguls, and deep
So
powder.
here's Dick doing. That's right.
First, you will travel to Cervinia, Italy,
That's the
for
problem
the
with a lot of
Camel
ski
World
films
Hot Dog
nowadays.
Contest.
It's just raw
Then you will
footage.
proceed to Zermatt,
There's no
Switzerland,
plot. It's a music
and meet
video.
Jean-Claude Keely,
Well,
who
which
will
the last
act as your
film was.
contact.
High Life?
Should you fail,
Oh,
no,
the,
no,
right,
no.
the old
No.
last film. I thought you meant the last
Someday.
new film that we saw.
Someday was
this
just
tape will
yeah,
was just
self-destruct
footage, but it
in
was
5
It
seconds.
was done in a poetic kind of way.
but it was done with forethought.
I guess the stuff now is kind of poetic.
I don't know. No, it's much more. I think the stuff today is much more like this. It's
Yeah,
much more in the
it's
Barrymore.
extreme, you know.
It's much in the Barrymore vein of athletic, extroverted skiing.
Remember the shot when we,
This
it's
one?
just these guys all smiling with powder bouncing up around
On
them.
this?
Just the, yeah, right there.
Well,
Yeah, it's what Dick looks like.
You can't really see the book cover there. Okay, so this is Dick Barrymore's
Buy that.
Breaking Even. You can buy it from
Just look out.
GrassRoots
Look
TV.
out!
Give us a call, 925-8000 for Dick Barrymore's story of being a ski bum, making ski films. It's inspiring and a good story, and talks about many of the films we see here on
These are like Clendenin's buddies, right?
Sure, well, Clendenin did ski films. I mean, Dick Barrymore has great Aspen presence. He of course, was good friends with Spider and made several films in Aspen, lived in Aspen, lived over on
There it is.
Cooper Street somewhere. I think it was Cooper Street. In the early 70s, he was a big part of Aspen, but of course he was mainly a Sun Valley guy, and now he's a Havana guy.
So these guys are like, they're on assignment, and
They're like an assignment. They
they're
got
like secret agents.
yeah, and they got to meet up with Jean-Claude Keely.
The
Okay,
greatest.
now Keely had to drop out of the pro race circuit, and it was the first year of the pro racing was huge because it had Tyler Palmer and Spider Savage and Jean-Claude Keely, and it was like, wow, this is really going to work. This dual slalom thing that Bob Beatty was working, and it was a huge deal. Spider gets killed.
Oh man.
Jean-Claude Keely gets sick. He has a horrible intestinal thing that lasts for months and months and months, and he's decimated. He's weak. He can't do anything. And this is actually
Food poisoning? Or?
I'm not sure what it was, but it knocked him out of competitive skiing for years. He tried to make a comeback at one point, but then he was getting on. this is over, you're seeing the Matterhorn there. Some of the classic shots, of course, that great shot of Wayne Wong doing a backflip, a gainer or whatever, with the split with the Matterhorn. Now you're going to see the Matterhorn, I think, over here. There we go.
There it
This is the Italian side of the Matterhorn. And the Passo Rosa is right up here. And you go over that pass and you go to Zermatt. And that's where they're heading. Okay. Right now they're going to head over that pass. They take the lift. The highest lift out of Trevina goes up the Passo Rosa, and then the highest lift from Zermatt goes to the Klein Matterhorn, which is just to the other side of the Passo Rosa, and you ski down. You can ski down to either side from there too. Been there.
All in Switzerland?
Been there, done that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Get any cheese?
So here's the cable car.
Nope. There it is.
There we go. There's the cable car. So now they're gone. Now there they go. There it is.
Up over the.
So we have this green screen thing, where we could actually have both of us, where we could talk about it. You've seen it before.
But it's us.
But there it is. So here are these guys. Are these guys in 70s? What Scrapple?
Scrappleized.
Way Scrapple.
Way Scrapple.
Up there.
Look at that bag.
Yeah, they're carrying their luggage.
Vinyl bag.
Only Americans would do this. Ski carrying their luggage over the frontier into Switzerland.
Skisnick.
So
that would be you.
Yeah, Dick Skisnick here. So I've ridden that T-bar. That's the T-bar that goes. Now they're over on the Zermatt side. I did that. Skied this. This is a glacier, and I skied this in September. It was all that was open.
This September?
No, many moons ago, previous life. And what's funny, okay, I'll tell you my experience here. Skiing right where they are, but it was in the fall, and so you run out of snow, okay, before you get to the tram station. And the way you run out of snow is the glacier melts out, and you start getting skiing through. You get little rocks, little pebbles, and things. You got to try to ski around them, and you start getting water that's on the surface. It's melting. And it's only about that deep, and then it gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and it starts going into these little rivulets, and you're skiing between them, and they're coming together, and they're getting deep. They're getting about like this deep or so, and you gotta like jump over those, and then the rocks are getting bigger, and then the streams are getting deeper, and you gotta start looking where you're going. It's like, okay, we're running out of snow here. It's all ice and rocks and melting water, and you're skiing in water that's about halfway up your boot. And then you sometimes you have to either jump these streams or you go ski right through the streams that are on the glacier, of course. So you can actually ski on the ice in the stream. It is wild. And finally, you just run out of snow, and the boulders get the size of buildings, and you finally run out of snow, and you're in sight of the tram station, and you go down there and have a
and you can actually get through all that.
Have a beer. Ein große Bier bitte. Is what you'd like to say.
Fledermaus. I think that means bat.
So here they are in Zermatt, and Zermatt's really great because there's all these 800-year-old buildings, and it's a great
Swiss village.
Yeah, you think of your image of what an alpine Swiss ski town would be, and that is Zermatt. It is great, and they even let the French in, apparently.
Keeley?
Yeah.
So what happened to Spider Savage?
They even let the Americans in. Look at this group. Imagining the Swiss didn't either, shoot them or leave town or something, and these guys arrived.
I didn't think the Swiss had guns.
No, they don't. They've got just fighter bombers. Yeah.
And
they
knives.
could have strafed them, I was thinking. Yeah.
Strafed.
Helicopters, yes. Look at that suit. Look at that. Remember these vinyl ski jackets that like Keeley has there? Now there's a tan too, huh?
Is that Barrymore?
That could have. No, I don't think it was Barrymore. Could have been Barrymore.
What are they talking about here? Are we interrupting?
We're
something
interrupting.
Kind of
They're talking of this.
Boy, this is going to be great. Wayne Wong teaching Jean-Claude Keeley to do ballet. This one's called a leg breaker. It looks tough, but it's really easy. Here's a couple of maneuvers put together.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher. The low rider drives a little slower. Low rider is a real goer. Hey. Low rider knows every street, yeah. Low rider is the one to meet, yeah.
Right. So what Keely's saying there is that, okay, so the freestylers have taught him how to freestyle, how to do ballet. Wayne Wong's taught him how to do ballet. Now Keely's telling him, okay, great. Now you're going to have to do what I do, which is ski gates, and I'm going to teach you how to do that.
Tight gates.
And so,
Look at that shot.
and they're Evian gates, of course, which is not one of our sponsors,
Coming right at you.
but
One of their
that would be a
sponsors.
long flush, wouldn't it?
The French really had it figured out about the water, didn't they?
The Evian, yeah. Well,
Perrier and Evian.
Perrier and Evian, yeah. Well, and you know, it's actually water worth paying for.
Yeah, but nowadays it's just like
Yeah.
it's just any other water.
Yeah, you know, everybody you know's got a water company. Evian is naive backwards, according to our
Enough lessons. Let's go.
He's like a VJ. So I just want to, you know, another great set of sweaters.
Oh man.
Great.
And goggles, glasses.
And glasses, mirrored glasses, of course.
Glacier
the
goggles.
real sign of the 70s, mirrored glasses, and beautiful ski sweaters. Again, spring skiing, boy, if you can get it, do it. It's spring skiing's the best because you can wear your sweater. And
Seems as though
take out your old K2s.
Seems as though you could just jump right out there right now with that sweater on.
I could. You know, the turtleneck's a little much, though. You know,
So these guys have some turtlenecks. on.
well, and they got zippered. Oops, sorry. I'm banging on my microphone. They've got zippered sweaters, which was a huge breakthrough.
Corn, look at the
zipper
corn.
neck, turtleneck was
Breakthrough in the turtleneck industry.
that was so huge.
For
What
what?
a great idea. Well, because you could zip it up and protect your neck if there was a chill, but you could zip it down and let off steam if you didn't want to, and it became a huge fashion statement.
Probably
Still
led,
is.
Probably led to the
Still
first
is.
zipper.
You see realtors all over Aspen still with wearing zippered.
And they look
turtlenecks.
very much in fashion still.
Yeah, they do. They do. Well, it's kind of like, I think that's coming back. I think racers still wear them. I think the sweater, you're right, I think the sweater's got to come back. Unfortunately, you know, ski racing, ski racers used to always wear sweaters. They wouldn't wear a parka because you didn't need to. You were only on the course for a minute or two. So they wore sweaters because they were tight and aerodynamic, but they kept you warm and all that. Then the aerodynamic thing took over, and now you got to wear a plastic suit. You know, that's no fun.
But that doesn't mean that the general viewing public can't wear sweaters again.
No, I wish they would. And there's some great sweater shops in Aspen, Snowmass. Stein Eriksen, of course, great, famous for
Norway
sweaters.
made a lot of sweaters, right?
And the Norwegians.
I barely learned the tune so soon.
One of the three disciplines in freestyle
From an
is
earlier
aerial
episode at this
acrobatics.
point. Perhaps it was this
Here, the important factor is the proper building of the kit.
Okay, and
Look at
so
these checkered
here
sweaters.
there's a different set of sweaters.
Those are like
I mean,
Vans.
can you find? I wish I could find these sweaters. They just don't make them like that anymore. Somebody's got to grab these designs and do the stuff again. It'd be retro now, only 30 years later. 30 years though. Jeez. Huh.
It was retro then.
Whew. No, it was way out there. It was extreme. It was psychedelic. It was the good part, the good fashion of the 70s. You know, non-disco,
Non-golf course.
non-golf. It's a little almost golfy.
All of the nights we harmonized till dawn. I never laughed so long, so long, so long. Architects may come and architects may go and never change your point of view. When I run dry, I stop a while and think of you. Architects may come and architects may go and never change your point of view. So long, thank Lord, right, all of the nights.
So thanks for watching GrassRoots, and thanks for watching Ski Bum Theater. And
Cheers.
We're going to keep watching this here. We really want to thank Dick Barrymore for providing us with his library. He shipped us a big box of tapes one time, and
At band camp.
you can, if you're interested in Dick Barrymore's films, actually he has a compilation film, The Golden Years of Ski Films. And give us a call, 925-8000. We can put you in touch with
Look at that.
Dick's distributor. And also his book, Breaking Even. Also thanks to Fat City Films for Someday. Thanks to Wolfgang Lurt for Ski Memories. Thank you, Wolfie. And to whoever gave me Freddie Perrin, thank you also. That was
in the mail.
In the mail on the blank tape. But if you ever want a copy of any of these films, let us know. We got to go. Thanks for watching. It was a fun show. I think it was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching these films today.
Much less us.
Country were the men who love our snow. From Aspen to Sun Valley and farther east to Stowe were the men who clear the ski trails, and we built those friendly bars that make this land of ski the all-time sport of ours.
It happened in Sun Valley not too long ago, when I caught an inside edge in all that powdered snow, as I left old Baldy and went screaming through the trees.